The 2-1 team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 23 carries, 70 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
There he goes, left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Montgomery
diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. first and 10, Taylor now.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
The Colts at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's done.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sims. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Tony.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hurts.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. A gain of 22.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, Taylor.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a slip.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop the throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They try again with Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got an open man. It's Scott. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 10 yards out.
And the Cards had 6 to their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds here. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet on all those extra bodies.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Palmer.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That's again complete to Palmer. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 5. A short one here, caught by McBride. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He'll look to throw. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to McBride.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2nd down and 6 now.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Tyler Scott,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's done. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Will McDonald.
That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's into space past the 25.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
From 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Dance into his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Will McDonald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Indianapolis. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
Touchdown, Colts!
Kadarius Toney.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
42. Colts 17.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard
to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's done. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Taylor. No, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And he was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Montgomery on the counter. And he'll go down at the 28.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Montgomery back to the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once more, Montgomery.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cardinal offense takes back over.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on